Okay, so good morning all of you, dear students. On this Teachers' Day occasion, I really be thankful to all your wishes. So with this, I want to start my class today. So already we have started with binary search trees. So if at all you remember, so binary search trees. So I want any one of you to answer here. First of all, binary search tree is a binary tree, okay, and then it may be empty, okay, and the root node should, every node will have keys, and this key should be unique, okay, so it should not be same, all the keys within the tree structure should be unique, and the root key whatever we are taking, okay, so that key value should be less than all its left subtree. So that's what I am saying it as, this is less than, and whatever we are having onto the right hand subtree, so this is left subtree and this is right subtree, okay, so this key value should be greater than all the right subtree. When all these
Ma'am, your
properties are
video.
satisfied.
Ma'am, your video is not coming, ma'am.
No, board only. I'm concentrating on the board. You are able to see what I'm writing, right? You are able to see the screen, right? Board?
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Whiteboard?
Okay. Yeah.
Huh? Okay. So today I'm at home. So 3 days they have made us 3 days to work from the college and 3 days from home. So today I'm at my home. And I have small board, okay, where I cannot cover myself into the video, okay. So here, so let's continue. So the root key, whatever we are having the root key, it should be less than the left subtree, and whatever the root key here we have, it should be greater than the right subtree, okay. So if these properties are satisfied, then we call it as binary search tree, okay. So in a binary search tree, so yesterday we have learnt one operation. So what is it? Anyone answer? What are the different operations a binary? Yeah. What are the different operations a binary search tree? First one is search, insert, and delete. Okay. So here, whenever any data type, if it is able to do these three operations, what is it called? Dictionary. Okay, so now the binary search tree is also called dictionary, as it is doing the three kinds of operations. So already we have learnt about search operation. So tell me what is a search operation, what exactly it is, what we are doing. Search operation, anyone? So in a search operation, so what are the steps we have followed? What is the first one? So X is the key what we have to find. Okay. So tell me what is the first step there? First, tree should not be empty. Yes or no? In an empty basket, you won't find any items. So first of all, it should not be empty. If it is empty, it is going to return 5, nothing. Unsuccessful search. Okay? Not empty. Not empty tree. Okay? So here, if it is empty tree, unsuccessful. Unsuccessful, it is going to return. What is the second step? Whatever the key we are going to search for, so that value you are going to check whether it is equal to root key. If this satisfies, then it is successful. Then the search is successful. If this is not done, see, stepwise I am going. If this is done, the rest of the things won't be iterated. If second one is done, rest of the things will be omitted. If 1 and 2, so it goes on. If not this, the next step it goes. Okay. So when X is equal to root key, so it is successful, and whatever the root key position, So that index it is going to return. But if this is not successful, what we have to do? We have to check x is less than the root key or not. If this is less than the root key, where we have to search? Left subtree. Left subtree, and recursively this we can call again until either any of the 1 and 2 conditions satisfy. So I can say 1 and 2 are the base conditions if it is a recursive algorithm. Okay, so recursively again we are going to call the left subtree, and these steps will be iterated. So what is the fourth one? Say suppose the key what you are searching is not less than the root key. Then search for if the key is greater than the root key. If this satisfies, where we have to search? Right subtree. Okay, so right subtree recursively, if we are writing recursive function for the right subtree, we are going to call. It will be iterated until you reach the base conditions, any of 1 or 2. Okay, so this is the procedure what we have learned for searching an element in a binary search tree. Okay, so let's see the insertion operation. Insertion operation in binary search trees. So here, say suppose this is a tree structure existing. Okay, so the root node is 30 and all the values compared to root node are lesser, 5 and 2 are lesser than 30. And if you take innermost subtrees, so 5 is 2 is less than 5. Okay, and then 30 key value is greater than the right subtree, that is 40. 30 is greater than 40. Yes. So it is satisfying all the conditions of the binary search tree. So this is a binary search tree. And into this, if at all I want to include any few more keys if at all I want to insert. So let me consider the first one, 80 I want to insert here. Okay, so when I want to insert, first of all, the insertion procedure. So the first thing, you should search for the key you want to insert. Yes, tell me why we are going to search for the key what we want to insert. Anyone? Yes, I want the response from you.
Ma'am, can you repeat, ma'am?
The search key, whatever the item key element what we want to insert into the tree. First of all, we, in insertion operation, the first step is search for key you want to insert. Say I want to insert 80. So I need to search for key 80. Why?
Because same key should not be there.
Yes, very good. So the key, all the keys in a binary search tree should be unique. Say suppose when I want to insert 80, if 80 is already existing, so there is no option of inserting the same key into the tree. It's violated. Okay, so for which we are going to search for the key what you want to insert. Okay, and after we find, say if the search is successful, that means 80 is already there, so you cannot do insertion. If the search is unsuccessful, that means 80 is not existing in the binary tree, so you can insert that new key element into the tree wherever the search iteration is ended. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see here. So if this is the tree structure and 80 we want to insert, so start from the root. Okay, so the key search procedure I'm doing now in order to insert. So first let's check. So this is my x, and the root value, root key value is 30. Okay, so first of all, what is the first step in search? What is the first step in search? First of all, you should find whether the tree is not empty. Okay, so is it empty now? No, it's not empty. Some content is there in that. Okay, tree is existing. Okay, into the existing tree, if at all we want to insert, you have to compare x with the root key. Compare x with the root key. Is x is equal to key, so x is 80 and key is equal to 30. Is it true? No. Okay, so what? This is the second step. First step is empty one. And third step, what we do? So 80 less than or equal to 30. Is it satisfying? So when we compare here, is 80 equal to 30? No. So that condition failed. What is the next condition? 80 less than 30? No. That condition is also false. So what is the fourth condition we have to check? Is 80 greater than 30? Yes. So when x value is greater than the key at root. Okay. So if the x value, the element to be searched is x. So if the x value is greater than the root value, then what we have to do? Where we have to go? We have to move on to
Right
the
side.
right subtree. Okay. So in the right subtree, again you are able to find one more node. Okay. So same procedure again it will be repeated. So here now this will be considered as a root. So compare with the root once again. So the second iteration, since it is a right subtree we are moving. So since the right subtree we are moving, so our root will be 40 and our x is 80. Yes or no? So first compare x with 80 with, so same conditions here, the second one. 80 is equal to 40? No. Is 80 is equal to 40? No. The third step, is 80 less than 40? No. Is 80 greater than 40? Yes. Okay. So when we compare here, 80 equal to 40 false. 80 greater than 40 true. 80 less than 40 false. So if it is lesser, we move towards left subtree of that node. Since lesser condition is becoming false, so we don't consider the left side. So the condition of 80 greater than 40, the key element what we are searching is for 80. So 80 is greater than the key value at node. So 80 greater than 40. So the condition is true. So this condition is becoming true. So what we have to do? The key value, it should be inserted at the right side. Okay. Say suppose there is one more node here. Say some 60. So again what will happen? One more iteration. Again the root node will be 60. Again it will check and all. So in this case, so since is the right subtree empty here for 40? Yes. So our search have it ended here. So there is no subtree here. So I told you first thing we are going to search. We searched for 80. Okay. So right side of it, are we finding anything? Nothing is there, null. So right subtree of 40 is null. So that means what? 80 is not there in the tree existing. So the search is unsuccessful. If the element is not found, wherever the search is terminated at that position, so the new node can be inserted. Is this clear? Okay. So similarly, so if at all I want to insert one more element, say one more element, so now I am considering as 35 to be inserted. 35 I want to insert into the existing tree. So 35 have to be inserted into this. Okay. So here when I want to insert, so what is the first thing we have to do? First search. Search for 35. So let me see. So when you are searching, first if tree is empty, it returns unsuccessful. So it's not empty, the second condition. Okay. So after that, what we have to do? You have to compare. You have to compare 35 with the key value. So this is the key what I am taking. Okay, compare x is equal to key. So 35 is equal to 30? No. So then what we have to do? Is 35 less than 30? No. So is 35 greater than 30? Yes. So that means move towards the right subtree. So again right subtree, what is the root node now? 40. So is 35 is equal to 40? No. And then 35 less than 40? Yes. So move towards its left. So is that 35 less than 40, right? So move towards its left. So is any element existing here? No. Okay. So that means did we find 35 in the search? No. So the search iteration for finding out x is equal to 35 is unsuccessful. So when it is unsuccessful, when 35 is not existing in the tree, then only we can insert that element into the tree. Okay. So since by searching, since we got unsuccessful, that means 35 is not existing. So wherever the search is terminated, there we are going to insert the key 35. So that is how the procedure of insertion takes place. Okay. So the same procedure, I'll just explain you the algorithm here. I hope algorithm are able to view the other side. So here, pay attention here, the same logic, whatever I told you in the problem, the same thing will be there in the algorithm only. Okay. So this is the algorithm for insert. Insert of what? What you want to insert? Some x value you want to insert into the tree. That is what I took. So when I want 35 to be inserted, so I took it as x. Okay. So this is the algorithm for inserting into a binary search tree, and the parameters will be what you want to insert. So that is x. Okay. So the comments in the algorithm you can just give two forward slashes, insert x into the binary tree. So here, since we are writing iterative algorithm for insertion, so what I am doing, since I need to use loops in iterative algorithms, so I need to give some preconditions. What are the preconditions? Something like found is equal to false and t is equal to tree. Okay. So here with this initial statements, we move on to the while loop here. Okay. So I will tell you about this comment later. Okay. So here while t not equal to 0. What do you mean by t is equal to 0? If t is equal to 0, what happens? It is anyway unsuccessful. We don't consider when the tree is empty. So we consider that when tree is not empty and not found. So we are, by taking this condition, so we are iterating. Okay. So here initially this statements also I will tell you later. So these two statements I will cover it later. So for now we just concentrate here. So what exactly we are doing when we are performing the search? First we are comparing whatever the x we want with the root. Okay. So if x is equal to t data means the root key value. So this is the key value at root. Okay, so that will be considered. So what is that? What is our x? 35, and what is the root? 30. So it is compared. Okay, so then if this condition is true, what the found will say? It is true. If this condition is true, found we are going to assign the value true. If this is false, what will happen? So is this condition true? No. So we have to go to the next condition. Else if. So what exactly we are doing? If x is not found at the root, we are going to compare if x is less than the root. Okay. So x is less than the t data. This is the root key value we are obtaining by giving t data. And then, so if this is successful, what we we are going to do? T is equal to right child. Okay. So towards left child we are going to compare. When x is less than this, if this would have been true, so towards left we would have seen. So this condition also is becoming false. Okay, then what we go for the next condition? What is the next condition? So the leftover one is anyway right child. So directly in the else part, instead of checking this condition, directly we are inserting at the right child, because this is the only one which is left over. Okay. So till here is the search algorithm only. After we search, wherever the search is terminated, what exactly we are doing? Okay, after searching is done, how we are inserting? So if not found, then, okay, so if there is no tree found at all, so just think like this, there is no tree. At the first key node, I want to insert 35. Okay, so for 35, you have searched the first phase of searching technique. You didn't find. So what you have to do? You can make this 35 as the root node. Yes. And by taking its left child as 0 and right child as 0, or sometimes in some data structures we say this as null by assigning left child as null and right child as null. Okay, but here what exactly we are doing? So this is the example. If not found, what exactly we are doing? T is equal to new tree node. So new tree node will be considered. There is no existing tree. So if not found, no existing tree. So in that case, what I do? I create a tree structure by taking a new tree node, and for that tree node, so its left child will be 0 and its right child will be 0 by taking the value at that node. Okay. So if tree is not equal to 0, so let's see the example what we were taking. If tree is not equal to 0 means, say 30, 5, 2, 40, 80. So 35 I want to insert here. Okay. So in this case, when I want to insert 35 into the existing tree, so is the tree not equal to 0? If tree not equal to 0, so here one statement I missed. If tree not equal to 0, so when tree is existing, so what exactly we are going to do? We are going to check if x is equal to the tree. If tree not equal to 0, so here it's there. So if tree not equal to 0, then if x is less than q data, so here with this compare. So if it is equal to, see, search we find equal to. Now since search is unsuccessful, directly we will compare is 35 less than 30. So that condition will fail. So this condition, if x less than q data, then if it is less than, towards left it might have inserted. But 35, is it less than 30? No, it is false. So then what? So in the next part, what you have to check is 35 greater than 30? Yes. So what you have to do when it is greater, so the Q data, it should be whatever it is. So here, just see this here. We took search for X. Q is the parent of T. So whatever is the parent, we are taking it as Q. In a tree structure, whatever is the parent, that we are taking it as Q. And whatever we want to insert, that we are taking it as X. So that is what the statement here we have given. And initially, what we are assigning, Q, T is assigned to Q. So whatever the tree structure we have, that we are assigning to Q. So that means now Q will be the root node. So that is what the assignment. Okay. So after that, when tree is existing, so the root node, it will compare with the inserting element should be compared with the root. Is 35 less than 30? No, so we cannot insert towards left. So compare 35 greater than 30. Yes. So come towards right. Okay. So that is what we are going to do here now. Okay. If Q is less than Q data, then Q will be inserted at left child of the tree. Or else it has to insert at the right side. So that is what we are giving here. Q right is equal to T. Else what we have to do? Again else part if we are doing, or else it will be only the new node. So if a tree is existing, by comparing either it is lesser left child or greater right side it will be inserted. If not, there is no tree only, the key itself will become the root node. Okay. So this is the procedure for insertion of the element into the binary search tree. Okay. So algorithms, notes and all I will be sharing you after my class. So the next operation we have is deletion. Deletion operation in binary search trees. Okay. So for deletion also, first of all, you should consider an example here. So let me take an example. So in deletion operation, so before I take the example, let me write the cases and then I'll explain the examples. So there are 3 cases in deletion. So the first one is no child, single child, 2 children. So what do you mean by these cases? So say suppose if a node have to be deleted, so it may have any of these 3 cases. A node what I want to delete may not have any children. A node what I want to delete may have 1 child. A node what I want to delete may have 2 children. Okay. So let's see the first example. So I consider this as 1, this as 2 and this as 3. So let me take the first case. Okay. First one, when node have no children. When a node have no children. Okay. So here, so let me take an example for this. So 40, 20, 50, 10 and 30. Say suppose this is the tree structure I have. Say here I want to delete 10. This I want to delete. Okay. So to under which case it will come? Is the node what we want to delete? How many children it is having?
None.
Yes, please answer. No children. Yes. So the node what you want to delete is, yes ma'am.
Ma'am, we are not. Okay, ma'am. Correct.
Okay. So the node what we want to delete, is it having any children? So if a node what we want to delete is not having any children, then we say it as the first case. So how we can delete? So if the parent of the element what you want to delete. So what is the parent of 10? So it is 20. So for 20, see every node will be like this, yes or no? This is the key, left child and the right child, yes or no? So when this is there, so internally what will have? It will have key, and for the left child one pointer will be there. So this connection what we are able to see. See this representation, it is for our understanding. Okay. So here these are the pointers, links. So 20 key is linked to left child as 10 using a pointer, and here right child it will be linked to a key value as 30. See, when I want to delete this, what you are supposed to do? You have to make its parent left child as null or 0. If you can make its parent left child as null or 0 means then it is deleted. Is that clear? Again I repeat. So it was 10, right? See, when you want to delete this element, so is this link need to be deleted? Yes. So it's not just the general deletion, removing and all what we do physically, but since we are learning about the logical things, so how logically the parent of 10 is linked as a left child? Using some connection, a link is there. Okay, so the key 20 is having left child and right child, and left child data what it is? 10. So instead of 10, if we make the left child as null, so that means this is deleted. Is this clear? So directly we are removing that point, the connection between its parent and the node. So that is what the deletion. Deleting a node with no children. So the first case. So let's move on to the second case. Second case, deleting a node with one child. Okay, so let's take the example of this. Say suppose if at all you want to make delete in this example 40, 10, 20 and 10, and then say suppose we have 50. So here I want to delete 20. So anyone can tell me what's the procedure? Can anyone say what's the procedure for deleting 20 here? How to delete it? So its parent. So how this parent will be there? So the key value as 40, left child value is equal to 20 and right child value is equal to 50. It will be stored like this. Okay. So the left child we want to delete. But is that left child is having a child? Yes. So when a node you want to delete, if it is having a single child, what you have to do? Its parent left side link should be connected to its child, so that this is deleted logically. So if I do this, is this not deleted? Yes, ma'am. I want the response from you.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that clear? So when a node you want to delete, a node when you want to delete which is having one child, so what you have to do? Its parent left link should be linked to the deleted element child. Okay, so directly then this will be gone, and here the left child at this node, the left child for 40 will be 10. Okay, so that's how we delete an element, a node with one child. Okay, so moving on to the third case. Deleting a node with two children. So let's see one example here. suppose I want to delete 20. How can I do? Yes? When it was 1, it was easy. By making its parent left link pointing to its child, we have done. But when we want to delete a node which is having 2 children, so this is the procedure. So either when we want to delete a node with 2 children, so what we have to do is, first thing, we have to select, say suppose, still more it's given. So leftmost is 5 and this is 12. Okay, so this is the tree structure and this is, say, some 22 and this is some 40. So the example is like this. Okay, so here the only 2 children, right? I'm sorry. I'm going into other details. Okay, so here when the node you want to delete is having 2 children, so what is the first thing we have to do? So you have to select. So this have to be replaced either by left child or right child. Yes or no? When the parent you want to delete, so this position completely it may not delete. If this is deleted, whole this part will be deleted. Okay. So to avoid that, what we have to do? So in parent's place, any of its children should occupy that place. So which one to occupy? So the one which
Biggest one.
from the you have to select towards left side. What are all the elements, either smaller or greater?
Smaller.
What is this? Smaller. So among smaller, you have to select. So select max among left subtree. Or why we are taking maximum among left subtree? Why? Because all the left subtree are minimum when compared to the root node. Yes or no? When we compare with the root node, all the left subtree values are lesser.
Yes, ma'am.
So among this, which have to take its parent place means it, among this left subtree, maximum should come to replace this. So that's what I am writing. Among left subtree, maximum key it has to be selected to replace its parent. Or else, so tell me, or else to from the right side. So right side, how are the elements in the binary search tree?
Minimum. They have to select minimum. ma'am.
Yeah. So right subtree, you will have all maximum values. Yes. So among maximum values, you have to select minimum. So either of this. So maximum element among left subtree or minimum among right subtree will take its parent's place. Okay. So now, so this example, so how it can be rewritten? Okay, so both the cases are true. So the first case, say suppose just by considering this one, so here 40. So from the left side, if at all I want to replace, so since only one is there, so directly I am taking it as 1 and 30. So this is one procedure of taking up the maximum value from the left subtree to replace its parent. So when the replacement is done, so automatically this 20 is deleted. Yes, is there existing 20 in this? Okay, so that's what the procedure. Okay, so the second procedure is, so either you may write like this 40. What is the right child value we had? 30 will take its parent's place. So either of these tree structures for deleting 20, after deleting 20, so either A or B. So any of these are correct. Either the B A1, that is from the left subtree, whatever is the maximum value will take its parent position. So that is the first one. And the second one is among the right subtree values, the minimum is going to take its parent position. Is that clear? Okay. So this deletion
Yes,
procedure
ma'am.
may be furtherly it can be done. So I'll tell you few more examples. Maybe not 2 children, if many children are there. Okay, third case I can tell you still more. Okay, so if you want to delete a node, delete node with 2 children only. So let's take with 2 children. So these 2 children may be the subtrees. Okay, so let's consider that example here. Okay, so if this is the subtree, so I want to tell you here all the cases. So here, what is the first case we studied? No children. Say suppose either the leaf nodes, no children means if any of the leaf nodes if you want to delete, so its parent, so if it is towards right, its parent right link should be made it as null. Here if at all I want to delete 35, its parent for 30 node, so its right child should be made as null. Here if at all I want to delete 25, so its parent left child should be made as null or 0. So then automatically the leaf nodes based on its position, it will be deleted. Okay, so that is the first case. Whereas the second case, if a node is having one child, say suppose 50 I want to delete one child. So what I have to do? So directly its parent. So for its parent, what is this node? Right child, right? So for its parent right child, make it give the link to its child so that this will be automatically deleted. That is the second case. Third case, what we have done, when there are 2 children, say suppose 30 you have to delete. So when this have to be deleted, either 25 takes this place or 35 takes this place. So that is one case. Say suppose now with this knowledge, so let's see some other details. Say suppose I want to delete say 20. I want to delete 20. Okay. So yeah, tell me how and what will be the result. So when 20
2
have to
children.
be deleted. Yes, ma'am. When 20 have to be deleted. When 20 have to be deleted, so it can be taken either of the cases. So first case, from the left subtree, you have to take maximum. And the second one, or what will be the B bit? From the right subtree, take minimum. Okay, so if we do this, so A bit, so 40, I'm just writing the remaining things as they are, and 60. So when I want to do the first case, in the left subtree, whatever is the maximum. What is maximum here in the left subtree? 12.
12.
So 12 will be occupying its parent position. So here I will write 12. And what are all the remaining things? So 30, 25 and 35. So this is one case. What is the other case we can say? This one. Among the right subtree, minimum we have to take. So let's write that. So 40, 50 and 60. So here Yeah, tell me this position. Among all this, what is minimum? Among all
25.
the maximum values, 25
25.
is minimum.
25.
25 will be occupying here. So the rest of the things we write as they are. 10, 12, and what are the other things? So 35 is left over. 35. Okay. So when a node is deleted like this, based on no child or single child or two children or two subtrees. If a node is having two subtrees, then this is how we do. Are the procedures clear for you? Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So these are the
Ma'am.
things. So, yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you repeat that no child class again, ma'am?
No child. Okay. Say suppose 60 I want to delete, say. Okay. 60 when I want to delete, there is no child here. But I want to remove this. But in its parent, what it will be? This parent node, how it will be? So this will be like this. So 50 right child is equal to 60 and left child is, since it doesn't have any left child, so that will be 0. Okay. So what in its parent, the node what you want to delete without children. So in its parent, so parent means this data will be available at this node. So parent right child, since the node what we want to delete is at right side, so make this pointer. So from here you replace this pointer with null or 0. So that means this is
Okay,
deleted
ma'am.
now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that is what we are doing. So here we are removing and we are placing it as null. Usually null we write in data structures, but in algorithms we just say it as 0. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So these are the steps, and this is what I wanted to cover in this class.